Alrighty, so bus is insulated. I've kind of taken a first pass about knocking the insulation down to kind of even with everything. It is an absolute mess in here. There's particulate everywhere. Seeing as I used a wire wheel to knock it down because that was the quickest and easiest way. I even tried making a little kind of draw knife looking thing. That worked well enough for the flat spots, but since the roof's curved, it doesn't work great up there. And also, I don't feel like working above my head with that for hours at a time. It took me probably all told 5 or 6 hours to knock down most of the insulation in here. Did fairly well. Like I said, the wire wheel made real quick work of it. Fairly happy the way it turned out. It'll need probably another pass to hit some of the high spots that I missed, but I was working in a full face mask and couldn't see great out of it because I kept getting dust all over it, which was why the mask was important. But anyway, looks pretty good. There's a couple spots that I've got to finish up, but other than that, we're still rolling. So I've started a little bit of the wall framing. I wanted to get the basic layout of the floor where everything attaches, so before I got the foam down. That way I've got a really nice stable platform to put everything on. So what I've been doing is gluing and screwing those blocks on the base, floor plates, if you want to use that terminology, down to the floor with liquid nails and then some sheet metal screws. And they are solid. So I will get some uprights put on them so I know where they're going to be, and maybe put in some top plates or not top plates, but like mid plates, I guess, to frame in these wheel wells. Once I get that done, I will come through and insulate the floor. That way I know where everything is. I don't have to worry about setting the walls on top of the flooring and then maybe drilling into the hydronic lines that I'm planning for underneath there and that fun stuff. And I've got, like I was saying, a very stable base for everything. I'll put in a little box for the refrigerator because that'll be heavy. I don't want it sitting there vibrating and collapsing the foam over time. That'll be on the floor. And it'll also give me a nice layout so I can kind of get a better feel for it before we go in and completely finish everything out. So in the back there, where you see that line on the floor kind of diagonally there, that'll be a step up to about 1.5 inches, 2 inches above where the wheel wells are now. And that'll go the whole way back, and then the bed will step up and be about, I think it's a 32-inch step up into the bed from there. And then that bedroom will be completely enclosed. There'll be a sliding door and kind of more of a hatch than anything else into the bedroom. The bathroom will also have a sliding door that will slide forward to open. And it'll be in this wall here. The doorway is going to be, I don't know, probably here back, something like that. I haven't done the measurements yet, but it'll be somewhere in there. And then the window will be in the shower with the toilet up against that wall. This area will be closet space. There'll be some storage below the floor in here. And then this will be a pantry. And I'm debating putting the water heater in there, and I'm also debating putting the water heater back here under the bed. I haven't decided which yet. But all in all, we're coming along quite nicely. Definitely going to need some more 2x4s, but I didn't buy a whole bunch because they were rather expensive. And I was really hoping the price would go down, which it has a little bit, but not like it was. I'm going to finish up the wrap on the ceiling there. I think that'll be one of the very few places that needs a complete wrap of the ceiling. The rest of it will be partial here in front of the bathroom, that kind of thing. All in all, I'm happy with the way everything's framing in. One thing especially troublesome that I've run into was, since my walls slope in about 1 inch on either side, maybe a little bit more, I can't really measure off of the walls to give myself a vertical board. So what I did was I measured and found the center on the floor, and then I ran a string up here and measured and marked the center right there, and then I can measure off of those 2 center points and get a vertical line. So that was the one trouble. Maybe if I'd known it was going to be this much of a pain, I would have avoided a Thomas bus. But honestly, it's not too bad. I'm quite happy with how everything turned out. I walked along the roof earlier today, and it became so much more stable, it's not even funny. Whereas earlier, when I was doing the vents, stepping anywhere but a rib caused the sheet metal to kind of sag and bow a little bit. Now there's nothing. There's no give almost whatsoever. I am very, very happy with how the spray foam turned out. 100% would recommend that for anybody doing this. It just gives a lot of structural stability to the whole thing. Alrighty, that should about wrap us up for this week. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.